Autolite and its 98,000 dealers bring you the First Lady of Suspense, Miss Agnes Moorehead, in tonight's presentation of Suspense. Tonight, Autolite presents the terrifying story of a double murder and the woman who became involved in this criminal activity. Weekend special Death. Our star, Miss Agnes Moorehead.
Who is Franz? I'm Lee Stanley.
Oh.
What is all this?
Maybe you can help us, Mr. Stanley. The woman says she works for you.
Rita, she certainly does work for me. She's worked for me for 2 years or more. Why are you holding her?
What does she do for you?
My secretary. Look, if I can't get any answers from you, I'd just as soon call Captain Hilliard at home.
I understand you're an attorney, Mr. Stanley.
I am. Right now, you might consider that she's my client and I want to see her. I'm warning you, Franz, I won't tolerate any irregularities. You're holding her, and I have a right to see her.
Come on. I'll be in 201 for a couple of minutes.
Okay, Lieutenant.
We got her down the hall here, Mr. Stanley.
Booked yet?
Not yet. When we picked her up and tried to get some information from her, she just gave us her name and address and asked us to call you. That's all we know, except, of course, the two guys she was with.
She was with 2 men?
Yep.
Where are they? Are you holding them?
Sort of.
What do you mean?
They're dead. Yeah, Mr. Stanley, your secretary killed them. In there. Well, go ahead, Mr. Stanley. She's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Lee? Lee, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, Lee. This isn't a very nice way to spend a Sunday morning, is it?
No.
Hi.
Rita. All right. What is it? Tell me.
Lee, it was one of those silly things. Just one of the silliest things that could possibly happen.
2 men are dead, Rita.
I know, but Lee, I've heard you say it many times. You've even said it to me. If you're arrested and taken into custody, just give your name and address and ask for your lawyer. You say that to people all the time. You said it many times. I've heard you. I heard you.
I know. You did right.
Well, I asked for you. I wanted to tell you. I never thought I'd be... Lee, it was so silly. So very silly. Coffee was 92 cents a pound, and they had a special on steak, $1.15 for T-bones, and there were some bakery goods.
What?
The weekend specials. Well, yesterday afternoon, in the office, I was making out my list for the week.
Oh.
And I was getting my list ready. I was going to stop in the market on my way home. Potatoes, carrots, okra. I need some lettuce, I guess. Radishes, celery. Elmwood 48321. Mr. Stanley isn't in the office right now. Is there any message? Yes, I'll tell him. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
My name is Tony LaFaro. Is Mr. Stanley in?
Oh, hello, Mr. LaFaro. I've heard Mr. Stanley speak of you. I'm Miss Dorsey, Mr. Stanley's secretary. I'm sorry he isn't in right now, but he's due back any minute.
Then I'd like to wait for him.
Yes, of course. Take a chair over there.
Sure. Thanks. Didn't know whether anybody'd be here or not. Saturday afternoon and all. I was going to call him at home if I didn't get him here.
Well, we're usually not here on Saturday afternoons. But Mr. Stanley had to be in court this morning, and then he had to attend a luncheon.
I see.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
That's swell. Not for me, though.
Oh?
When you said you'd heard Mr. Stanley speak of me, you mean that you know about the trouble I'm in.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Stanley will be able to help you, Mr. LaFaro. Otherwise, he wouldn't be handling the case.
Just don't understand how people can be that way. I didn't take that car. It was mine. It belonged to us, me and my wife. I had a right to sell it, and how she can charge me with theft, I don't know. I can't understand any of these things.
Well, what's this? Hello, Tony.
Mr. Stanley.
What's up now?
My wife's back in this country. She's going to throw some more charges at me.
That's right. I received a letter this morning.
I'm out on bail now, waiting for my trial and that other thing. Will they put me back in?
You better come in my office.
I brought those receipts and bill of sale on the car that you asked me to find.
Good.
All right if I leave now, Mr. Stanley?
Go on in, Tony. I'll be in a minute. Make yourself comfortable.
Sure.
Rita, have any plans this afternoon?
I want to get my shopping done. Why?
Well, I hate to ask this. It's such a swell afternoon and all, but he's in more trouble than he knows. There are 2 new warrants against him for grand theft. I want some information before they're executed, if possible. I'll need you.
Oh, Lee.
I'm sorry. These things happen now and then.
Well, I'll get my book.
I was going to play golf, if it helps you any.
Well, it doesn't. You know something?
What?
That mild, sweet little man, he's so polite and gentle. How could he get into all this trouble?
Because that mild, sweet little man is a liar and a thief, and they usually get into trouble.
Oh, you're always...
If he had a gun, he'd as soon blow your head off as look at you. Sorry I ever took him on as a client. Well, let's get started.
Anthony M. LaFaro was so quiet and soft, and when he looked at me with those big brown Latin eyes while I was taking notes, I knew how wrong everything had been for him. You as usual, were all lawyer. He'd talk and you'd tell him he was lying and make him tell it to you another way. It was all so involved. Something about him stealing a car from his divorced wife and her being in England. Oh, I don't know. I just took notes.
6. Well, that's enough for now. Where are you staying?
The motel.
You go back there right now and stay there. I'll call you Monday morning after I talk to Judge Presley. But I'm going to tell you one thing. This is going to cost you money.
Oh, don't worry. I can pay. Thank you for your time.
Sure. Good night.
Good night. And good night, Miss Darcy.
Good night.
Sorry I messed up your afternoon.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh. Where's my coat?
There.
Oh.
What about these?
Well, they have to be typed up.
For when?
I'll need them first thing Monday when I talk to the judge. When can you do them?
I better do them right now, Lee.
Oh, you're tired.
I'm busy tomorrow, and I don't want to take them home. I think I'll just stay here and get them out right now.
Oh, thanks. I better be getting along. You were swell.
Just a minute. I have to go shopping before the stores close tonight.
Oh. Here's your check.
Thanks. I'm flat broke.
See you Monday.
Night, boss.
Night. You were swell to stay, Rita.
Well, it took me until 8:30 to type up the notes. And after that, I drove straight to Jack's Market. It's about 2 blocks from my apartment. I wanted to cash my check, get the groceries, and go home. My idea was to have a little something to eat and get to bed early. Well, it didn't work out that way. Wait! Hey! Wait, please!
Huh?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You aren't closed, are you?
Afraid we are, miss. It's 9:05 now.
Oh, there's still some people in there. I can see them.
They got here before 9.
Well, what time is it now?
5 after.
Oh, I haven't got a thing in the house to eat.
I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to let any more customers in after 9. That's why they put me here.
Oh, dear. There's nothing in the house at all for dinner.
I'm sorry. We're open from 10 to 6 tomorrow. Could you come back then?
Yes, of course, but what about now, tonight?
What do you want?
Well, I could get by with a little steak. Well, just something for now. I just got off work
Well,
and I
isn't
got...
looking now. You go ahead.
Oh, thank
But
you.
don't say anything to anybody. It'll be my neck. Just pretend you got here before 9.
I gotcha.
Go that way.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Good night. As long as I did get in, and I decided I'd do all of my shopping. Wouldn't hurt anybody if I was just a little late. You know how it is in a store. You wheel back and forth looking for what you want. At least I do. And that's what I did there. I was way in the back of the store, and I didn't notice it when they turned off the overhead fans. And I didn't notice that there wasn't anybody front at the cash register. But I did notice it when all the lights suddenly went out.